and we'll go into another tutorial battle. So some more options about using concealment and being spotted. Information we talked about earlier about capturing the base or destroying all the enemy vehicles is the other way to win battles. The aiming circle, the size of the aiming circle indicates the degree of accuracy you're achieving. So if you're shooting on the move, the circle will never get below a fairly open circle. Once you stop moving, then your gunner has got a chance to aim more tightly, and that will reduce the circle to its smallest amount. That's an important point. So you can shoot on the move and it can hit, but it's a lower level of accuracy than you'll achieve otherwise. We talked about the damage markers before, and moving into sniper mode, module damage, etc. So that's all good. Let's go and click on battle. So now we're on another map. It's called Ruinberg, and we're going to try and win this battle by capturing the enemy base or destroying all enemy vehicles. So this is going to be as close to battle as you can find. Looks like we can't progress much through the city. The roads are blocked off, so we'll try and get out into this field. And we can see there's already an enemy tank, so we're just trying to get behind some bushes here and see if we can get some shots on that tank. And with moving tanks, you need to lead in front of it, and we managed to just do a small amount of damage. And we're not leading enough, and now he's heading towards us, so we're spotted. You saw that marker come up above our screen. That's our item that says we've been spotted. So once we've been spotted, other enemy tanks can basically choose to attack us from a distance, which is what we're doing to this one. And we're just being shot by something. So we're just going to try and finish this guy off, which we managed to do. We did take a shot. It looked like it came from behind us, but unless that was someone on our own team, which it shouldn't have been, we've done that now. So you can see where the enemy cap circle is. It's the red coloured item on the mini-map. So if you have a look down here, that's where we're trying to get to. Now we've been spotted again. We'll just use this as hard cover. Whoops, not really helping us. Now we've got a repair kit, so we'll press the 4 button on our keyboard to repair our tracks. So if we don't repair them, we're stuck in that one spot. Now what we're trying to do is get an angle on these tanks through any gaps that we've got where they might not see us. And we've got a very small target there. Oh, look, we managed to get it. We're in sniper mode. So again, tanks that are moving, you just have to lead a little bit in front of them. Depending on the speed they're going, of course. So the faster they're going, the further the distance you'll have. And we managed to kill that tank. Now we've got some tanks coming around the side. So we've got a tank over here, which he hasn't necessarily spotted us for the distance that we're at. So we're just going to keep our finger held down on the mouse button, and that gives us our maximum rate of fire. It means that it fires as soon as the gun is loaded. So managed to kill the enemy tanks that have come up in front, and now you can see our tanks in our own team are losing some damage. When their health bar diminishes and you see the number flying around, that means they've lost some health. And we're just going to take advantage of these bushes here at the front. There was an enemy tank spotted down there. We want to try and move up and see if we can spot him. Just move through the bushes. No, he's still obscured, so he's probably behind the bushes down there. We can let our team push forward until they light him up, or we can try and come round on the flank up here, see if we can get through, and perhaps find a different path to where that tank is. Now, see if we can get into bushes here. Now we got lit there, but if we stay behind, so we're going to try and stay there. Now obviously we're on fire, we're going to have to press our fire extinguisher, which is key 6 on the keyboard. And we're just trying to use our speed to get out of the way of this tank and not get any more damage. So we've managed to now got a building between us and this DT2. He may not realise that we're coming around the back, so let's see if we can get him from the side. No, he's still facing the other way. So I'll just keep shooting him. He's just jinking around. We managed to kill him. So we'll just keep pushing towards the enemy cap. Again, we spotted another tank, FTAC, which I think is a tank destroyer. Now, bulb didn't go off, our light bulb, so we may not be spotted. Oh, there's another one. Where did he come from? Looks like he's behind that building, because we can't see him. There's another tank down here. There's a few tanks, so I just got to be careful. We can't just go and jump on their base. So there we go, he's behind that building now. I got spotted just then, so my light bulb went off. I need to try and find a way around these tanks without having them all being able to focus us. So let's just try and get this hard cover between us and see where this tank is. Now, he's an artillery, I think, so we managed to get a few spots into him. I'm using auto aim here. That just uses the right mouse button when we've targeted the tank. That means our aim stays on the target there. It's not so good when things are moving, particularly when the other tank's moving. I'll right click again to take that auto aim off. And oops, we are on the side of the map. Now why is my gun is dead, so I need to press the 5 key to apply a medical repair kit. So the fact that my we lost our tank there, let's just try and get this LPTP, and he's a bit hard armour for us to get. Now, assuming he's not seeing us, we'll try and get his lower plate. And you can see we're bouncing off him at different points, but we're also penetrating him. So just going to keep this going until he notices us, in which case we'll get out of here. It's not doing so good. So again, just keep focusing on getting a green ready call. We don't want to get too close, give him a chance to shoot us. So it's pretty... Oh, there we go, he's noticed now. So we're going to have to find a way around before we take too much more damage. We can't take the enemy cap because that player is right on top of us, so we just want to get around, see if we can get him from the side. And what we could do is drive right around. I'm not sure if that's going to work on this part of the map. It looks like we're blocked off. We've got to get a long way around. So we've got other members of our team who are shooting at him. And we'll see if we can get a side shot on him. Oh no, he's pointing straight at us. That's no good. But if he's pointing straight at us, he might be presenting side shot to the other tanks. So we'll just see if we can come around here, just reversing, there we go. Just trying to find a green spot. He's facing the other way. A couple more shots and we'll get him, I think. Now the tanks at the lower levels aren't necessarily the most accurate vehicles. So we might just use their speed to go past him. We've got a lot more hit points than he has. So we'll try and zoom around. Oops, we're not really aiming that well. And he's turning around on the spot, which we're managing to get shots in. Well, by moving, it's making it a lot harder for him to aim as well at us. So, alright, we managed to hit him. So now, if there's enemy tanks left on the battleground, which we don't know whether there are or not, by getting onto cap, and it looks like there might still be enemy around. We don't know where they are. They're coming down now, but by being on the cap circle and generating points, if we'd killed all the enemy, then the cap timer would not have gone off, would have been straight into victory. So, but this tank's been spotted, we'll wait for him to come and we'll take a side shot on him. set him on fire. We'll just keep doing some damage. He hasn't noticed us yet. And we managed to kill him. And we're still capping, which means there's probably more enemy tanks. Oh, no, it looks like it. That's it. We've met the victory condition by destroying all the enemy tanks. So that's the end of that session. Now we've won a few more badges, earned some more experience, and we've earned some credits. We've won an award for the high caliber. We managed to do 1700 damage, which is several times the amount of damage that of the hit points that our tank's got. And we've won some additional awards. So we've got some consumables, which are these things that we use during the battle to repair our tracks, to give our crew strength back and to stop fires, and a module or equipment that we can load on, which gives us some additional protection as well. So let's continue. And at this point we can talk about consumables. So remember, during that battle we used the repair kit, the medical kit, and the fire extinguisher. And at this tier of tank we've only got 2 slots that we can use, so we're going to have to choose. So I'll click on here, and yep, thank you, we've been given a few to use. So we've been given 10 repair kits, 10 medical kits, and 10 fire extinguisher kits. And we can choose which one of these we want to add to the first slot, and then which one we want to add to the second slot. So probably the 2 most likely, if you've only got a choice of 2 slots, I would probably go with large repair kit, medical kit for the first slot. So we'll say, yep, that's good. We'll click on the second slot and choose the large repair kit. You can see there's a cost of credits for purchasing additional ones. So once these ones have run out, indicating we've got 10 in the garage or the store that we can use, then that'll be a cost that we'll have to fund out of the amounts we earn in battles. So I'll apply that. And then you can see we've got 2 slots that we can use for equipment as well. So let's click on that. And yes, we've been nicely given some equipment. And you can see we've got 1 in the garage, which is this one, and these other ones all say they're going to cost us 50,000 credits. And by being in red, it indicates that we just don't have that amount of credits in the game at the moment. So we'll apply the one that we do have. And we've got some research points. So we want to now apply the research, and we've got some credits that you'll see up here in the corner. We've got 7,000 credits as well. So we've already got some things researched. We can add a new engine for 310 experience, which will give us some more performance, and we can choose a better gun and turret, but we've only got 500 experience, so we'd only get the turret out of that. Now, what if we added the turret? It would give us more view range and probably a faster traverse speed than we currently have. But if we add the engine, we're getting an increase to 260 from 245. Not a huge amount, but might be better to spend that on the engine. But it seemed to perform fairly well in that battle. So let's go ahead and add the turret. So we'll research it for 375. And we will now purchase it for 2,000 credits. We've still got credits remaining, but we don't have enough experience to research anything else. So we'll say that's fine. Let's go back to the garage. We've got our tank as much as possible the right way. Look, there's a mission that we can try and win by winning a battle in the random battle mode in a tier 3 vehicle. You'll get 3 days of premium and 500 gold. So we'll close that. What we're trying to do is get into battle. So let's choose what our game mode is. We've got random battle chosen. There's some condition we're not meeting yet, which is why not now the battle has come obvious to us. Now we can click on that. and the battle is loading. So we've got the hint screens that we can go through again if we need to. Let's click on battle. All right, now we're on a map called Mines. Now this is a full-size map, so this is one of the maps that you'll get at the lower tiers. So it's got a center sort of castle in the middle, which is an important piece of ground to take if you can get there fast enough. So we're going to use the speed of our tank to try and get up there, but the team from the north side will be trying to do the same thing, so we've just got to be wary if they're trying to achieve that. Can we get up there fast enough? We haven't spotted anyone yet, so we'll just zoom up here, and now we spotted some tanks, but and we got spotted at the same time. But we're just going to come up here and see if we can use the bushes here to help us light any more of the tanks, and here we've got some, so see if we can shoot them. And we're just yeah, taking basically as much damage as we can from these other enemy tanks. This one just sitting still. It's not really a tier 3 tank. That's a tier 1 tank in front of us, the MS1, so pretty much it's an auto penetration when we hit it with the gun that we've got. And we'll just move a bit further forward. Now that tank at the back there is behind a rock, so we don't have... Yeah, oh, look, someone's come up on the hill with us, so we're just going to move back into cover. We're going to run around the side here and see if we can catch him by surprise. Facing the other way. Yeah, he's definitely doing something. Now you can just see his outline. He's actually behind a bush, so he may not even see us at this point. So we're just going to keep shooting him until he sees us or starts to turn his turret around in our way or comes over our side, and we've managed to deal with him. Now what you can see over there is the other members of our team have spotted all these tanks, so we'll just come over this side of the hill. That's why the hill is such an important thing. It gives you this ability to move really from one side of the map to the other. We'll just, the further you come across, the more dangerous it is, because you can fall off the hill, but we'll just do it very gently, and nothing is coming up, so let's move around the other side. Still quite a few tanks that haven't been seen yet. Here we go, here's a few. See him turn medium. So he's not looking at us, his turret is turning a different way. Then we finish him off, and there's this Tico down here, which is a Japanese tank. Now he's behind hard cover, but he's peeking out to take shots, and as he exposes his tank, yeah, we can put shots into him. Now we're not actually in cover here, we're not behind a bush. If we just scroll out, you can see we're just open the open, but he's not seeing us because he's probably focusing on other tanks, and we managed to deal with him. And okay, that's 8 enemy tanks dealt with. And you can see on the mini-map that there's tanks, the remaining tanks are on the island. So we're going to get off the hill here, come over to around where the enemy base is, and see if we can get some shots on these tanks on the island. There's a few windows on the side here, we might be able to see them. We're now behind rocks, so we'll just have to change the angle. Did get spotted there, so just be careful. Changing the angle is important because it basically, if you're not getting the ability to shoot on a particular spot, use your ability to get around to another part. This is what part of being a tank is about, and we can see this is a little tank here that now we have been spotted, but he's not got obviously a very accurate gun, and he's not pointing in our way. So again, pay attention to the turret and use your damage that your gun can put out to basically do that. So we'll just poke out a little bit, see if we can hit these enemy tanks if they notice us, which I don't think they have. And again, just holding down the left mouse button for the maximum rate of fire. But obviously, we want to wait for the aiming circle to get as small as possible. And that's 12 tanks. There's still 3 more tanks. You can see on the list of tanks on the left-hand side is the enemy team. Got an AT-1 tank destroyer here. So we're just going to use our speed again to try and get on his flanks. Not let him turn around. You can see he doesn't have a turret, so it's not able to do anything about that. Now the last one on the map is down at the bottom. Now we can choose to go after him and chase him down, or we've got 3 tanks on the capture circle who are capturing it, so let's leave them there and see if we can go after the remaining enemy tanks. Now the reason we can see them on the mini-map is because there are tanks of ours nearby who are spotting them, and the radios in those tanks are providing information to us about their location. So if we don't have any tanks nearby, they won't be spotted. Oh, here's a tank here. We'll see if we can shoot him without losing damage. Oh, but time has run out because the 3 people on the cap circle were capping it out. So again, that's like a full-scale battle. And by going through the boot camp and doing these tutorials, you're actually earning things you can use in-game. So we've just been awarded with premium account type. Pardon me. We've been awarded some gold, which we can use in the game for other things. Again, just from the battle itself, we've earned experience and the credits and some awards for performance in the battle. But this particular award came from completing a mission. So missions are part of the game. It'll be missions every day that you can complete that will give you some bonuses or benefits. So you'll see that in your missions tab. So let's continue. That's our mission completion. We've got 500 gold. And we've got 3 days of premium time. So what premium account gives you is for every battle that you play, you earn an additional 50% of experience on top of what your actual performance gave you, and you'll earn an additional 50% of credits from whatever your experience, your battle performance earned. So that lets you gain experience and credits faster than you would otherwise with that premium account. It's not essential to have that in the battle, but it is definitely useful for you, particularly in the early stages of the game, to be able to afford the modules that you need to make your tank perform at its best. And we'll talk about that in future videos as well. So here's a bit of a nice video of some top tier tank action. Lots of different choices that you'll have in the game. And you can decorate your tanks, do all sorts of wonderful things to them. So we might just try and speed this up. And that's it, we've completed the tutorial.